Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I think on the last YouTube channel, the last update I had on the YouTube channel has been quite a while ago, but I think the last one I was showing you this clock that I was working on for my nephew. So as you can see, it's running. It's been running for a week or so. I had a couple of issues once I got it all, took it all apart, cleaned it, put it all back together, and it had the original problem, which was it wouldn't stay running. So with a little bit of finesse, I found a couple of things that needed adjustment, so I've made the adjustment. So it's been running for about a week, I guess. Hasn't stopped. So I kind of have done my final kind of cleaning things, polished up the pendulum a little bit, dusted off the case, cleaned the glass, and now I'm ready to put the face on and put the hands back on and maybe get it delivered. I've had this clock for a long time, and I have I've done lots of different things besides working on the clock. So it has sat idle off and on for quite a few months. So anyway, I'll be glad to get it back to Jim, and hopefully he can be enjoying it in his home for a bunch of years to come. So I did add a little note up here in the corner that kind of gave the date, the time, kind of what I did to the clock. So somewhere down the road, if somebody else comes to work on the clock, they'll have an idea of kind of what the history was and what I've done with it. Probably 1890s is where this clock came together. It's a relatively straightforward, simple clock. It's got one spring. You wind it up, and it should run for a week. So I would suggest, if it were mine, once a week. Pick a day that's in my house. It's Sunday morning. So when Sunday morning comes, I know that I go get to spend some time with my clocks, winding them, checking them, adjusting the time, making some adjustments if I need to adjust the time. In this case, this clock, I'll probably run it for another week or so. Once I get the hands on it, get it all fixed up, then I'll do some adjusting so I get the time right on. So that's done with a little adjustment down here at the bottom of the pendulum. You can screw it up or down to make it work faster or slower. So let me put these last few things in here together, and we'll see what it looks like. Isn't that always the way it is? You drop the screwdriver right when you need it, especially when it's a really small one. The holes are already here for this, obviously, because I took it apart. But now's the time that we can maybe adjust it just a little bit, so when we tighten the screws down, all of the, like the hole where you wind it and that sort of stuff all line up to make that easy. So let's see here if we can tighten that up. The faces are kind of delicate, so you really can't get on them and scrub them and try to make them clean. So basically all you can do is, I used a little bit of metal cleaner on this outside edge to clean the surface. There was a little bit of rust and grime on that. And then the face, basically all you can kind of do is just kind of dust it off, because you can't really scrub or whatever on it, because it's painted or it's paper that's kind of been glued on. So at the time that was kind of their way of doing things. So let's get the hands on. First we'll do the hour hand. So we're gonna, it slides over that shaft. Okay, and then we're going to do the minute hand. And we've got a couple little pieces here that screw on and hold that hand in place. We're going to snug it up just a little bit. Now, as I mentioned, this clock is not real elaborate, so it doesn't have a chime. Basically, we would just set the time, and it'll allow us to do that by moving the hand. So we're a little after noon here, so let's move it around. So at this point, we're going to, since this hour hand is kind of in the middle, we're going to adjust it over to be noon so that everything is right, and then we're going to adjust it to 12 minutes after. Okay, now what I've got at this point is it's all put back together, it's all cleaned up, it's been running for a week or so. I've had time to get back in here today to work on it. So I'm going to let this run. I'm going to keep track of the time, and I'm going to make adjustment here until it tracks on time. So I'll dink around with that for probably a week. So maybe come the weekend I can give Jim a call and say, hey, I got this thing done finally, and I can get it back in his hands. So anyway, that's kind of my video for today. As you can see, it's all back together and working like a champ. Thanks, and stay tuned for more adventures from Steve. Thanks.